What lessons can children teach adults about war?
I think what adults could learn from children about this is that sometimes, even if you know someone, you should always try to make a friendship, because you never know when that person might be able to help you in problems in life. So you should always keep in touch with someone that you know.
Most wars, in my opinion, most wars kind of revolve around either slavery or racism. It's kind of like the transatlantic slave trade. It kind of revolved around racism, because white people thought that people from Africa could be used as slaves, and that is totally wrong. And that's what happened in World War II when Hitler thought that Jews were useless and they took all the work from Germans. And I kind of think that most wars revolve around slavery and racism.
And I think we could teach the adults to stop violence, and we could teach them in life there's bad people and good people, because what Kashyap just went through is kind of really hard for him.
Can teach them not to repeat the same things, because now we know more than they used to know back then. So I think that things like that shouldn't be repeated, and things like that kind of that still do happen. And I think that children can teach them to stop and to all be peaceful.
We learn about the war and the Holocaust and the story of Kashyap. I take it home and I tell my mum about it, because when she was in school, she was learning about this stuff. And when I talk to her about it, she gets really engaged, and at the end she understands it.
Does she understand it because of her family?
Yeah.
What kind of things does she understand because of her family?
Because her mum and her my mum's mum and dad, they were in the World War II. They weren't grown-ups in it. They was young children, and that they had to evacuated into the countryland.
My mum, she doesn't really know nothing like that, because my mum didn't do that in her life. So if I go home, I just teach my mum the subjects my teacher tells me, or the bits what she needs to know and needs to remember, and it's not too late to learn. It's actually, even if you're adult, you can still listen to your child, because sometimes they can be correct. There's never a day where you can make mistakes. So I usually tell my mum what I do, and then she does it, or we just talk about it.
That's an amazing answer.